Hello techies, I'm Divya here. On behalf of CyberBrainer, don't you think the world of tech is evolving faster than ever? Now is the perfect time to dive in and build the skills that will take you places. With CyberBrainer, we are putting you in the driver's seat of your own future. We at CyberBrainer don't just teach your interest. We believe that knowledge is power, but it's applied knowledge that truly sets you apart. Whether you're diving into data science, mastering artificial intelligence, or exploring the world of cybersecurity, our courses are designed to give you the skills that matter. So let's jump into the session and make the future yours today. Thank you.
Quickly going with the total review of the admin part. We'll be starting with the clouds. What are the clouds we do have, and now of the functional logos as such. Going further, you are having all the clouds. You can see the clouds here, whatever the clouds which are available in Salesforce. Sales Service, Marketing and CPQ, and now they have been launched with a new one is Manufacturing Cloud. They have started. The different clouds they have been created for their verticals. Accordingly means based on their company wise and how they can able to utilize. This is a sales cloud which includes with leads, contacts, opportunities, forecast orders, involves products, pricing and all the details which are less than above with the whole information where you can able to go ahead with whole flow. That is where the sales cloud, which is related to field services, people and field people whoever, where they can able to work on this field services, real estates, these are all some examples for them, where you can able to work on sales cloud. Then going with services cloud, in services cloud, it is a cloud where you can able to have service from the company to the customers. In keeping a mind of the customers, we can able to have some services wherever services are available. That could be useful in this cloud, which they can able to use it. There it completely comes with accounts, contacts, products, cases, solutions. Whichever the cases you have, we will be having solutions. This is one of the best examples where you can able to have like travel service and reservation services, hotel reservation services. Bus services different according to the loyalties. I mean different services. We do have that based on that services system is giving an opportunity or for them, for that company or the people whoever works on reservations or something else. That could be in a service department of service domain. That could be helpful for them to understand this module and can able to implement this module into their day-to-day activities. This is meant to for that kind of people where they can able to use this service-oriented things which completely relate with cases and solutions. Next, this is the marketing cloud where it completely goes with leads, contacts, campaigns, opportunities. Here, what happens is this is a cloud where it comes with marketing background, which is how campaign management, where it comes with campaigns, leads, accounts, contacts, opportunities with the campaigns means where you can able to publish your product or making the public where your product is more advertised. These are all the different things where we can able to make sure how my product is getting into the market. This will be useful for such kind of people Whoever having that marketing statistical companies where that can be utilized, that can be used. Last one, we can able to hear based on here is like CPQ cloud. CPQ cloud is where it comes with different sectors going with completely e-commerce kind of process where it completely goes on accounts, opportunities, quotes, solution groups, discounts, code templates, product rules. General ledger, we do have general ledger rules. We do have GLGL rules, dashboards, documents, import files. We do have different objects which are used in this module. But the whole object is for CPQ, which works for product quotations, cash product quotations, which is completely a defined product for who can able to use from marketing to till their invoice and till their shipping process. But invoice is still there. In here, quotations, discounts. Discounts plays major role. Where CPQ is a different module, where it is very rarely used. It is where you need to get with different strategy, where we need to understand. CPQ is I can able to give an example as e-commerce where you can able to have with products and the discounts. Discount schedule, as we do have in that, we do have discount matrices. We do have separate things. We used to get in that. That is CPQ. To get into all the modules. This is the way where you can able to get all the information of your modules. Next, you can able to see this is a separate concept of CPQ, is a separate one where it is separately included, not with the same as Salesforce. Salesforce, I don't know. CPQ is a different one where it has a different strategy to understand and as well as different things we need to implement in that CPQ. This is classic module and where you can able to have lightning module also. In the lightning module, you will be having two kinds. Modules will be two kinds, two modes. I can able to elect two modes. One is lightning mode, another is classic mode. Lightning mode is used for the people who ever worked as a partner porters. End users, whoever working for an end users for them, it will be used for this look and feel. For all the look and feel, things will be changed from lightning and classic. In lightning, you can able to see these kind of look and feel and as well the customizations, navigations where we can able to use or depends on the need to understand how you are taking care of. Like in lightning, this is the way where you can able to navigate your all screens or flows or your objects. The functional flows, everything will be in a different way when compared to classic mode. Here you can able to see same things but used on same things but different. I can able to traditions. That is a classic tradition. This is a lightning tradition. This now, which lightning is for business people where they can able to use with all this fun things. All the fun that we can able to see with different concepts where it is useful for them to understand easy. For developers, classic is one of the best where they can able to get the things into and they can able to work on it. This is like classic and lightning. Now, when you are getting into the classic, this is the process where you can able to get into your classic mode. In this classic mode, you can able to see all which is a bit easier with your homepage leads, accounts, contacts, opportunities, Whole class. Leads. What exactly homepage means, which is defined as a front end of your day-to-day activities, which will be up and which will be. You are having all the tasks, events, calendar. Everything will be displayed here. Based on that, it will be easier for day-to-day activities to understand and do the tasks accordingly. That is why homepage is more or less used for employee or administrator or a developer. Whoever works on that. As a user, it is useful. Leads. Leads are what? What are leads? Just to make sure, who comes for the inquiry? Leads are for inquiries. Leads are for any people who are interested in doing your business with your people. Leads are, in a way, they are having the contact details, which have all the information of their contact information. That is nothing but email, ID, phone numbers, and all the details. That is, which they are having the contact details of that information with contact details of that person. Contact details of the organization. This is all about contacts. Now, what is an organization? It is nothing but when a company or firm or organization which you have all the information that is available which is related to that account. It is nothing but which is related to that organization or a firm or a company. Based on that company details, you will be having all the related information which is related to that particular organization. With that organization, you will be having contacts, opportunities, cases, whatever, what not, which are related to that particular account. You will be getting all the details. Wherever you can able to see related information of that particular company. Next it goes with, when you are having this, then you are checking with contacts. In this contact, we will be having the related information of that particular person to contact. That information will be stored here in contacts, where it is completely related to the account, which gives more information. Next, from accounts you will be having, is there a chance? Can you please unmute? Thank you. Goes with opportunities. Opportunities are where you are doing a business with the customers, where you will be starting a business or doing a business. Or it could be helpful where you can able to check or interact with the team or a business or a contact or any information that is available, which you are having the information to take care of visual understanding with the company and the revenue that will be generated between company and end company. There is nothing but where you are working with an external company or your organization other than your organization, which gives an opportunity for you to do a business. Might be not now or in the future as well. These are all different ways you can able to get with different objects. Then goes with After doing this opportunity, you will be having different things where you can able to come up with a quote. A quote is an object where you are giving a quotation to the customer on the customer and the company mutual agreement. MOU or whatever a quotation where it is a completely agreement that comes between the customer and the company. There goes with quotation is an agreement. Thereafter doing that quotation, what a quotation has been. Can you hear me? Yes. In that quotation way, you will be having all this information which is related to the product. What exactly the product on the product, what exactly the price structure defined, and all that information will be added in that quotation. Based on that, the mutual understanding between the customer and the company, the agreement comes where they are purchasing that product. You should have a product details. The product details will be having where you can able to add a product with a price structure which need to be defined with the product, and the price which is already been having with standard prices are already been here. Based on that, you can able to use your price structure, or you can able to go ahead with your custom price as well. You are having different prices where a product contains a standard price and custom price, where you can able to have that price book called as a price book. In that price book, you will be having list of prices of your product. That goes with all information of product and price. Once the quote is accepted, then the quote will be generated an order. That goes with the order information on particular product, particular quotation, particular price date, and all the contract information also put up in the orders. It means that the contract, mutual contract, any guarantees, then the information that needs to be updated by the company with a customer, by a company with a customer. Company will be giving all these manufacturing warranties and guarantees. That is called as a contract. In that contracts, you will be having documents are treated to the customer with, for example, the warranties as we said, like 1 year warranty, previous warranty, and the product defects, all the details in the contracts. This happens. The step to previous step is like orders. In orders, you have to all the process of going with products, and once the quote is accepted, then the orders will be priced. In that order, you will be having a price. That price needs to be checking with payments. In that product payments, I mean the all order information that will be having with the payment method. Then in that payments, you will be having different kinds of payments where you can able to choose that payments. Once the payments have been done, then the invoices will be generated. This is still invoice generation sales comes in. This is the way where after invoice, and then it leads to CDPs. After invoice, then before, if you need to do any changes in the distance and everything happen in the CPQ is another concept which leads all this information in it and go ahead with the commerce kind of function. Once the invoices have been generated, it relates with your product dispatch, and as well, once the product dispatches and shipping of course, then everything will be in that invoice. That is where sales module will be more. Not only sales module, all the modules which are having standard objects. And when you decided on this is all in the sales, here you can able to have with a service module. Service module is where it is used with concentrated on sales, cases and solutions. In the cases and solutions, what it is for every cases, you will be having a solution why the cases is implemented. Cases are if you are having anything that needs to be provided by the company and anything that needs to be understood. For example, in any defaults, like anything that needs to be helped out, the customer care or something like that. In such cases, cases object will be implemented, which gives more information, what exactly the case details and the potential of the case, which need to be understood. And everything will be defined in cases object, which is completely related with accounts contacts. All the information which is related to that particular case will be updated here. Accounts contacts are more included in this. After these cases, you will be having solutions as well, where the picture comes up with cases. Cases are interrelated with solutions. That is the way where you will be getting all the details of cases and as well the solutions. But is a main thing which is related to the products. Without products, the cases will not be. And there is nothing but the services. It is a contracts and manufacturing guarantees. It is we can able to put like this. It is one of the services where customer care or the people comes up in it and you can able to interact with the customer care and have that whole information about your product. A product plays major role in this with cases and solutions. Then switching to marketing. Marketing is a one way where you can able to have campaigns. Campaigns is one of the major functionality in campaigns where you will be dealing with accounts, your contacts. Where to get some more business. In the least time, you will be getting all these leads, accounts, contacts from a campaign management. In campaigns, when you are having the campaign process, like the campaigns when you are creating or when and on which date and what is the budget of the campaign. Everything will be directly created in this marketing module. For this, all the modules, reports and dashboards plays very hero. In reports and dashboards, you can able to have on which reports and what exactly the information which you have on the past, present, and what exactly the flow of your reports you will be checking out. The sales reports, leads reports. Everything will happen here and where you can able to see all this information of your reports. Historical reports. You can see and you are having this all information with your report details. First name, last name, lead accounts customer you can able to do. You can customize your all the reports and you can able to see with this process also where you can able to have your reports, information that will be stored. Reports again will be happen based on your requirements. Which required, what exactly the requirement you have and what do you want. In that all the information again will be stored here. Based on your requirements, you can able to see the reports. That is getting that. If you want to get all the information of your product, I mean whatever opportunity, account, opportunity name. You can able to see all the report information which you can able to based on status. Once you can able to select the status here, you can able to get the information of that particular product. All the information, not only products, all information can be stored or you can able to get that in a format of a report. Report page gives the information where you can able to hold your data, present data, previous data, when exactly it has happened, and historical data. That are all reports. That are how to generate this. That reports comes up in the generating of your task based on all the information. That is not even data. Collection of reports are called as dashboards. Collection of reports are called as dashboards. If you see that in the home page, you can able to get that your reports here. If you do check in your org, you will be having your reports, information that is different pictorial representations. That goes with your all dashboard information, which includes collection of all your reports. That is where reports and dashboards comes into the picture. Next to do then, these are all a part where you can able to navigate your Salesforce application. You are having all these navigations where you can able to do and you can able to go with your functional flow. The flow, what exactly you are having from starting the marketing sales services, different modules, different clouds. Based on your different clouds, you are having all this stored information where you can able to have that functional flow. That is a process where you need to understand. That is, after doing all this, when you are going with the customizations, what happens is when you check in with your customizations, it is must. You need to have setup. Where the setup comes up is to do any customizations of your product, of your object, of your page levels, of your fields. These are all different things which comes with your customizations. There you need to check with who are the users. That is a basic concept. In that users, you will be having a users list. The list of users who can able to access with different profiles and as well as different roles that is played in the application. And as well as in your organization. The hierarchical representation of roles and the profiles and the user details will be made here. And you can able to see that in the manage users. Manage users, please. Whoever understand, whoever working on that org in your org, whoever working with you, whoever working in your organization as an employee. All the information is stored in your manage users. Next one is company profile, which has more potential to learn. That is company information, which gives a lot of data which is related to the company. Its fiscal year and holiday lists, business hours, language settings and your licenses, whatever you are having on that particular organization. All this information is stored in company information that is in your company profile. In that company profile, you can able to check all the information regarding to your company which is happening with different licenses. That license is also provided by Salesforce only and going ahead. This is a different additions you do have. As I said, like organization edition, mine is a developer edition and yours is a professional edition. Different editions will be put up. based on the Salesforce licenses which we are purchasing our Salesforce application from Salesforce. That is where the editions comes up: professional edition, personal edition, office edition, developer edition. And different editions are given with by Salesforce, and where based on your needs, company needs, you can able to purchase that from Salesforce. That is where the whole information you will be getting from the Salesforce as support also. There, it gives a lot of information where based on your licenses you purchase from Salesforce, the editions will be changed and the support of the Salesforce will be happened. That is all about your company profile. Next, when you check with your all security controls and the information, whatever you are creating your organization with, all the details will be provided in security controls and going with data management. Data management is one of the key things where you are importing or exporting all your data information, that is your data in your Salesforce, where you are exporting or importing to your org or from your org. The data information that as I said, like import wizard, where import wizard is placed major roles with data importing to your Salesforce. Importing wizard that contains with field mappings data. Whatever you are having, you are getting the data, but all the data should have CSV file. And CSV file gives the key role where you need to import the data into your Salesforce by a CSV file. CSV file is what? It is a comma separated value. Comma separated value CSV file. Through that CSV file, you will be importing the data into your Salesforce. And as we are having some restrictions, we will be using data loader also, which gives it acts as a tool to import the data. Import the data into your Salesforce, where you can able to download the data loader and add it. There, the major part of data integration will be happening is data management. Then another topic is like where you have Gmail integration, email configurations, Outlook integrations. These are all the integrations which will be happened when you are working with other external systems. With your Gmail to get your all information of your Salesforce to the Gmail account. There you can able to get that Gmail integration and get the same. If you're going with Outlook Express, Outlook integration will happen and all the information, whatever you upload in the Salesforce, that will be integrated with your sales process. Nothing much. You get all your up-to-date tasks, up-to-date events. All will be routed from Salesforce to your Outlook and as well vice versa. Both the things will be happened in this integration next. The last one is like where you are having to customize all these applications, to customize the information, to customize the available standard objects. We are going with customized options. In this option, you will be having every object as standard objects as well as custom objects. In this standard objects, you are having all the related information of that particular object. That gives screens lookups, validation rules, part rules, page layouts, compact layouts, buttons, record types, themes, team members, accounts. For every object, you will be having the same thing. For every object, you will be having the same thing, which are some in less. You will be having more or less, because in here you are having accountings. You don't have that contact. This is the difference. Here you will be only having all this information which customizes your data. When you are going with your fields, you are able to create your fields separately in your system. It's less than customizing according to your requirements. You are provided with standard items also, but if you need any customizations required to do, there you are. If you are creating any fields there, you can able to create your fields. And going with the lookups. If you are integrating with your parent and child relationship, where you are going with lookup. Next, validation rules. Validation rules are where you are getting. You need to do some validating in fields that they should have. This should not have that. Based on the scenarios, validation rules will be up to date. With that, you will be having formula fields which are interrelated. These are all the examples of formula fields where you are passing some condition that on that particular field or the object on the particular, maybe on a few systems. There it goes with validating on that particular field. You are getting this. And figures are where you are used with Apex classes. Apex class, that is completely development time. I'm not giving that information because we need to have it. Apex knowledge, Java coding, JavaScript and that. That is a different phase where we are not now. Next, page layouts. Page layouts are where coming with user interface. I can able to put like the look and feel of the page, the whole page information. There it goes with yesterday's Sharon aspect. What is GUI? GUI comes with use a graphical user interface of a page where you can able to see. Lookout field comes up. Next it is with fields. Sets are something where setting up all the fields with your Visualforce pages. Whatever the Visualforce pages are nothing but again just customized pages where you can able to create your customized pages. That is code with Apex code, which is related with your Visualforce. There is what is called as Visualforce pages, where includes with Apex language, which is used for developers. For developers, for customizing other than standard things. That is nothing but other than going with your standard things, you will be going with customizations. Field setup. Everything comes under Visualforce pages. Next, compact layouts are where you can able to see. Again, the GUI where the page layout comes here. Which page layout and what you have to see and all the details. Then search layouts. We have already been discussed, like with the search layouts. You have on which page and what is the data should be displayed and what information I have to get. All this will be under search layouts. Next, buttons, links and actions, which are like where you can able to create your own buttons, your actions. You can able to create. And customizing links you can able to create where you can able to integrate your Salesforce with a single button. But again it goes with page layout. In the page layout you can see your buttons, links and actions which need to be implemented in your page layout. Then record types. Record types are where based on your pick, list values, based on your requirements, business requirements. The data will be selected and based on that selection again, the page layout will be deferred from one user to other user. There goes with page layout, nothing but record types. In that record types which place measure is pick list. based on the pick list values. Provided you can able to select your pick list value and the page will be displayed accordingly. That is customizing your page layout with your the value pick list value and you can able to see your page. Last one is limits. Limits is where we used, but even then limits are if you are having any limitations. These limits are applied to the setup of these objects in your organization. Some limits may vary by object. You are having this, you can able to see like custom fields, how many you have used to. Limits of 100. Roll up summary field 0. You didn't use anything. You are having the limits. Please make sure if anybody asks you or anything, any information that requires, this is a limitations where you can able to create. Approval process custom relationships sharing those. These are all different limitations in this particular object which are provided. You can able to see that there is a particular information. That's it. With all the administration part, whatever we have till now, we have done some. I have given the review. This is a whole review process of your this session. And these are all release updates where you are having the every release process like you will be having a releases here. Salesforce will be having quarterly releases for every release. You will be having 3 different quarters. That is summer, winter and autumn. Summer, winter, autumn. For them, they will be having different features that will be implemented in spring. In that they will be having different features that will be added to your orgs. That is nothing but where you will be having different updates based on your features. You can able to see that in release updates needs action. If you have any, do will be over. Do again occurred. Everything will be updated. But if you are going with your developer edition, this is need to be manually. We have to get manually without for your developer edition. If it is for your any org which you go, Salesforce will be taking care of this. If you purchase and if you are having that licenses and if you are purchasing it from the Salesforce, Salesforce will be taking care of all this. No worries, the Salesforce supports that. But here in developer, this is only the standalone application where you can able to work for your only your practice. This is standard application will be given by Salesforce. And you don't have any expiry date until there is only one condition, that is for every at least 20 days once you have to log in into your application and need feature. That is developer edition. That is must for every 20 days. Once you have to just log into your application and you need to go ahead with that. All options or whatever. Just need to check and log in and log out. That's where we need to keep an idea. We need to just log in and log out. There you need to understand because that is where Salesforce has implemented that you need to log in whether you are using the developer or not. It's not. What happens next? If you did log in into that, they will be sending a notification to you that this developer or his freeze was also this. If you want to have been able to log in and you can do the next. If you don't need, then Salesforce will be wiping off that developer edition. Wiping means they will be completely removing that. That is where we need to be cautious with your developer edition. You need to have every logins need to be. Access means every 20 days once, more or less. You need to log in and you are a developer edition and need to check. That is what the update comes, and as well as you need to understand the process of developer edition. And just for your sake, what you are able to do with developer console. Here it goes with your developments of your classes. That is, writing your customizations, your own customizations that affects classes, affects users, visual cost pages. This 3 plays a very major role here. Affects class triggers, visual cost pages. They are development. When you are going with the development process, these 3 things that need to be fully understand. If you have the future, you can wait for the development process. Make sure that you are having these affects classes, affects triggers, and visual cost pages, all customizing the work application. That is a developer console where it is used to write your classes. According to your customizations, you can able to write your class or you can able to check your functionality flow. All the things you can able to do according to your custom business, custom requirements. There goes with your developer console and all the profiles and everything you will be having. You will be seen here with all information where you are doing day to day. Whatever you are doing, whatever you are updating based on objects, not logins and everything. Based on the objects, you can able to see all the updates. In your profile, you can able to see all these contact details which are related to this person. Means who logged in. All this information will be stored. In your profile and in my settings where it involves with, if you need to change your password, you can able to select and change your password. My settings are related to your own personal things. There you can able to password or when you are logging time, when date started and your personal log, times also your password, your groups, when you are logging in everything you can able to see in your my settings. In my settings you can see all this. Then you are going with display layout, your customizing page, your custom objects, custom tabs, and all the details will be accessed here in my settings. Means you can able to see what you are doing. You can able to see what exactly you are having and what is your details, personal details. All will be folded here. That's why it is called as my settings. The changes can be updated. Changes can be removed, all the details. With your calendar, who is sharing if you are sharing. If you want to share your calendar with any other person when you are, you can able to add that person and group. Grouping your team members. All this happens in calendar sharing. In this calendar, sharing what happens, that person also can see your calendar and vice versa. What exactly and what are your activities, what are your tasks, what you are doing here. Everything can be shared here through your calendar only. In desktop updates, you can able to have whatever you do have in your place. I don't want to show all this. I didn't do it. I just left access. But this is just for your information. If you're having anything that needs to be updated in your org, here you can able to see all this and importing the data again. It gives you a same data import as well. This is all with your My Settings. Last one is, if you want to log out, you can able to click Add Log. That's it. Please do like, share and subscribe to our channel.